Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. When we last left off, we had just finished up racing our last race, and we were getting ready to race Milan in Italy, where the engine and brakes are absolutely crucial. If we were to look at our car parts, and we look at our engine and our brakes, we've got good brakes in the works. And as far as our engine goes, we've got one of it. So, I mean, not exactly ideal going into there. We have an interview, sure. Vittorio Corsa's Paris had a bit of disaster. What's your analysis? Doesn't surprise me. He's an awful driver. I'm not going to go after him whatsoever. Simple interview. Olin won the Beijing Grand Prix, and we've got 3 people scouted. Let's go ahead and repair the parts here. Parts are repaired, and we are due one sponsor after this race. Then after Milan, we will have a secondary sponsor, and then we'll have 2 big sponsors. So we will be in the money fairly soon. All right, car repair is finished. Let's take a look and see where they are working. They're working on that gearbox. All right, is there anything we can improve on? Definitely those good brakes. Do we want to improve these other brakes as well? They're going to be on them a lot. Let's see. So performance-wise, go ahead and focus on the performance there. Gearbox is not exactly required for this race, so we want to improve the reliability of those brakes, I think. Engine, we really can't do much with. I mean, it's just sort of there. Let's go ahead. 50 minutes and 2 days before the race. That is a nice split. We'll work on those brakes and get them ready to go for Milan. Gatto retiring at the end of the season. Scouting finished here. Let's take a look at our scout. Hung Lao. Hopefully he's, Hung Lo, who is looking very, I guess Italian, you could say. He's a great driver. Don't get me wrong, he is a wonder kid. He's a kid. He's 18. With a stash like that, you gotta be kidding on me. Let's make him a favorite driver. He would not be a bad driver at all. Almost full 5-star potential. We could bring him on as a reserve whenever our current drivers fizzle out. Arturo is going to be on his way out at the end of the year, I think. 2.25 stars is not going to do good for anybody. Even our reserve driver is almost better than our number 2. So we will make quick use of Arturo. So, second or above, we aren't going to finish second. So it makes sense to take the highest upfront payment. And $1.2 million? Yes, please. We are going to take that all day, every day. $2.2 million. Now, do we want to buy a part with that newfound money? We are going to get some money here, but it might not be upfront. Then we're going to get some money there. And these probably will be upfront, especially the slot 1 or slot 2, slot 5. They expect like a second place or a first place. Not going to happen. So we can anticipate some more money coming in. Looking at this, it looks like we're still the furthest behind on the gearbox. If we were to design a new gearbox, would we even be able to do that? Let's take a look at our parts here. Let's fit some parts. Look at our gearbox. I thought we already had a good... No, we don't have a good gearbox. That is definitely where we should go. All right, so $750,000, we can design a good gearbox, and it's all risky, really. Acceleration plus 20, that's good. Do we want to go into the risk? Reliability and red zone, don't care about that. Reliability at the cost of acceleration? I mean, this sucks. Really? Risk level 1, acceleration plus 50. I mean, we'll go in with a little bit of risk. We might not get caught. I'm definitely not making this a double risky part, though. We're going to build that. 900 grand. We'll spend that sponsor money, and as soon as that is built, we will work on it for sure. Probably won't get done before this race, but definitely in the interim between Milan and the next race, we should have a good set of brakes going 15 days. Yeah, it'll be finished 2 days before Milan. We're not going to spend a whole lot of resources on it just yet. More scouts finishing up. That is fine and dandy. Let's go ahead and take a look at these scouts here. See if they're any good. Oscar Diaz, not that good. And team payments under the microscope. We'll be voting on a rule change which could see the championship prize money distribution in favor of the smaller teams. That's an interesting vote. I might throw one into the hat. I don't want to be a small team. Fairly, you know, we'll be okay next season, I think. 40% chance of rain. Staff center don't care. Yep, Saka Speedworks. What's that? Predicted to finish around 10th. Okay. Yes, I know. We're balancing our sponsor money there, guy. We're going to be good. I think that was the last part we're going to build this year, though, in all honesty. All right, the gearbox is designed, ready to go. We can spend a few days working on the reliability. These brakes are nearly good to go. Let's work on this brand new gearbox and work on the reliability as much as we can, and then we'll work on the performance. Focus on that gearbox, boys. All right, gearbox is finished. Yes, indeedy. Now the politics vote. High merit payments. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So we're not in the benefit or... You know what? I think I will abstain. I've got 4 voting power. That's nuts. I'm going to abstain. If we finish in the back, that'll be okay. But I'm guessing we're going to finish higher up next season for sure. Let's just skip to the end here. Looks like a lot of people want to vote for the lower tier teams getting more prize money. That's fine. It'll help us out next season if we're garbage, but I don't plan to be garbage. All right, we are heading to Milan. I will see you for the race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at Milan, done with practice, and you know what? It's raining. We did not get one lap in the rain, and it looks like it is going to pour down like crazy. Hopefully it clears up in the meantime, but I am not exactly sure that is going to be the case. Intermediate tires wear more slowly. I think we have to do that, as this race looks to be wet for Arturo. And for Falco, soft tires, part condition fixes. We definitely want race trim, and I don't think we're going to have to fix any parts. Let's just do soft tires. I'm sure he'll be on softs at some point in the grand scheme of things. We're starting 3rd and 7th here. And looking at the weather, it's going to continue raining at least through lap 8. That's for sure. If we look at our car setup, okay, that was excellent. We sort of moved off the cornering there with, let's see, we're like really, really close here. That was good. That's great. But then excellent is just a touch of cornering back the other way, just like right there. Let's see if we can tweak our... Okay, that should be fine. Suspension stiffness. You know what? Let's just use that setup. We traded one excellent, but I mean, it's great. It's close to excellent. Of course, intermediate tires, 14 to 16 laps, and we will definitely have enough water on the track for sure. So as far as fuel goes, let's put in, let's see, we can do 15 and try to run the entire length of these tires. I think that would work. As far as Falco goes, we are great and excellent. That's fine. Intermediate tires for Falco are going to last 14 to 16 laps. Let's just make him a little bit longer, 17 laps or so. Should be fine. For Arturo, though, we are going to push because they are wearing more slowly. For Falco, we can go sort of a neutral approach. He's starting, well, I mean, he is toward the front. We'll push him as well. For Falco, we will do a high burn and then keep a medium on Falco and wish us the best of luck here. All right, Arturo. Don't let me down, buddy. And green flag. Green, 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 green. Go, Falco, go. Hold them off as best we can. Arturo is okay. Got that inside line. Here comes Falco right behind him in 8th. We should be fairly okay. I like the layout of this particular Italy track. It's really, really cool. Almost like an oval that sort of drives like a road course, I think. Look at Falco making the moves, trying to follow his teammate through, and they're boosting. But so far, so good. We're keeping the tires right in temperature, and we are battling for 3rd. 1.9 seconds to the lead cars. Oh, Arturo gets shoved out to the outside. Here comes Falco looking to the inside. I'm guessing there's going to be some runoffs, or it's going to be some damage taken for sure, because this looks like they are jostling for position, but both drivers holding nice and steady, and Arturo's intermediates are going to wear much more slowly, so he's actually in a better position than Falco for once. They're both right here. They're giving up the inside groove, though. I tell you what, I would not get off that white line. I mean, it just, wow, people are pitting already. Why you pit? Are people going to wets? Yeah, it looks like people are going to absolute wet tires, but it looks like it's going to fan out. It's going to come back to us. It's going to be in intermediate territory for just a bit. It's going to be completely soaked, and then it's going to taper off. I want to stay out and put as much time on these wet tires as we can. I mean, they've given up a whole lot of time, and I think by the time that the track starts to dry out, it's not going to be in our best interest. No, ignore. I've got, you know what? If you're not comfortable running that fast, just go to a neutral run. Engelhardt needs to get out of the way. Well, your teammate has passed you for the lead, good son. Yeah, I think if we stay out here, yeah, the track is soaked, but we stay out for a few laps and we're still on good intermediate tires, we're going to put a big gap on these cars behind us. We're going to slip and slide a bit, but I think it's going to work out. By the time they come in for like another set of intermediates, we are going to be given all of this track position. And I feel that track position here is very worthwhile. The less we can pit, the better. We just need the track to dry out over the next couple laps. We don't need to do anything stupid. We just need to mind our P's and Q's here. And boy, these guys really are catching up on wets, aren't they? Tanaka just chopping off. It's not in our best interest to pit now, though. We've sort of made our bed. We're going to stay in it. No, we can't make it to the end of the race. What are you talking about? But yeah, it's going to taper off really well, and I think if it keeps going down, we can come out on like a medium tire or like a soft tire. Wow, Arturo is dropping back quick with these cars around us, surrounded by cars on wet tires, but they're burning through. If Falco can hold these guys off, I mean, it's a sum gain of nothing. Looks like we've got some drive-through penalties here. Oh, snap, drive-through penalty. Get back there. That's what I'm talking about. No penalty if you don't pit. Haha. Even if we sort of block these guys off, I think we'll be okay. The rain is going to taper off in a few laps. We're going to get back into intermediate territory, and we're settling right in 4th place. 16th for Arturo, but that's just what Arturo does. I don't know why he dropped back so much. Arturo is really disappointing me here on this run, but Falco back in 7th. He's dropping off, and over the next couple of laps, it's really going to come to us, and I think Arturo will actually be set up really well. Jeez, I didn't think we'd lose this much time on wet tires, or off of wet tires. See, that's what's getting me in this game. I'm thinking that the laps are going to tick by further than they are, and right there, we should have just pitted. That is absolute nuts. Like seconds, whole entire seconds. Well, let's lock that away in our lockbox for the future. All right, Arturo, you can go ahead and start pushing again. Falco's going to have to come in. Holy crap, can you slow down any more there, Falco? Well, it doesn't make any sense to come in and pit for enters just for like 2 or 3 laps. Go ahead and stay out. This is gonna bite us. But do we stay out long enough? But like, are these laps gonna tick down? You know what? Screw it. Let's do what the AI would do. Going to lap 16, we're on 13. 3 laps on intermediates, is that really worth it? I mean, we can try it. Wouldn't hurt, we're nearly dead last anyway. Let's keep 19 laps of fuel. Can we top off? That would make us slower. We could push a lot. We wouldn't have to take fuel on the next pit stop. No. Let's see. So 15 laps from now, I think it should be dry. Let's just put in enough to get to the dry. Go past 18 or so, 17, 18. Two laps there. All right, park condition looks good. We don't need a recharge. Just do a balanced pit stop. And you know what? Go for broke. Overtake everything you got. We'll come in next time for Arturo. And Arturo may be able to squeak by. Yes, you're pitting this time. He might be able to squeak by on... See, an intermediate run would be 15 laps. Let's do a medium. Medium tires go 15. Then that's what we're going to run. We'll be a few laps short for a quick soft, but we need to do something here to staunch the bleeding. Arturo running in 7th with all of that. Outstanding. So Falco is going to come out in 16th, and he is just going to go hard to the wall while this track is wet and then damp. How is 17 catching so quickly when we are on, well, I mean, Farah's on like the same tires as we are. That's fine. All right, Falco on pit road. Go ahead and go neutral overtake. That should be fine. He is down and away. The track will really start drying up here in a bit. Thank the pit crew for me. That was awesome. Yes, it was. So we're the first on mediums with Arturo. Falco is driving as hard as he can here. No, I know it's a little damp, but it is going to dry out really, really quick, bud. Get as much out of these tires as we can. It still says it's wet. We're in inter territory. Blue flag for Arturo. We're going a lap down. Outstanding. But we are pushing the limit right here. Falco running his fastest. No, it needs to be through the roof. We're going to push you for a bit. Falco is right near these guys, right in front of him. He is throwing down the laps now. And then we'll pit for one final segment. Once we can get caught up here. We only need 2 spots for our sponsor objective. I mean, everyone is right here, and Falco is hauling the mail. He is doing everything he can to make up these spots. Yeah, Falco's going to catch these guys. Burn through those tires as much as you can. Get everything you can out of them, Falco. Yes, you can. You just caught up to him. Go around him. Go where he's not, buddy. Yeah, use your boost. Get down in there. And he runs wide. Oh, Falco, Falco, Falco. We come out. These guys are going to be on softs. Let's pit this time. And we will be on softs as well. That's going to put us at lap 30. Oh, geez. Let's go ahead and top off fuel as much as we can. Park condition's fine. If we run conservative, or do we want to pit for mediums and go the distance? Low fuel mode, just come back around. 0.6, 0.2. He's out of gas, coming to pit road. He's going to refill up here. Let's be mindful on the softs. Let's go a neutral push here and see where we shake up in the grand scheme of things. Arturo is miles away, but his fastest laps of the race here. He's not going to have enough to make it. So you might as well push everything you got there, Arturo. Falco and 18th were on soft tires. Looks like these guys beside us also did medium tires. We're going to be faster, but I don't know if these guys are going to come down one more time. That is going to be the question. I mean, we're going to be faster than these guys for sure. These soft tires might have to pit again. I know, Arturo. Yeah, that's going to be an extra pit stop for Arturo, but he's only made one this whole race. And he's pushing everything he's got. He's a lap down. Yeah, this whole weather situation, and when they put on wet tires for 5 laps, they're like 20 seconds faster than we are. That I wasn't anticipating a fall off that bad, I must say. So we have excess fuel. Let's do a high burn, 13 laps to go. 75% on the tires. We've got the blue flag, so if the leader laps us, we can just sort of ride because we don't have to go as far. If we can just stay right behind the leader, we can pass all of these guys, get these spots, and then finish, you know, okay. All right, so Arturo, come down this time for your soft tires. 8 laps remaining. Let's put in 10. Park condition is fine. 12-second pit stop. Push everything you got, please. All right, Arturo coming down this time. He's got to make these softs last. Let's just push that for now, and then we can push the engine with excess fuel. He exited. Good pit stops, though. But we're about to lap him. We are about to lap Arturo with Falco. That is absolute nuts. All right, tire temps are about to get into the grain category. Start pushing these just a little bit, if you please. We're doing a lot better on these guys with soft tires and even medium tires here. Just looking for 13th. If any of these guys pit in front of us and we've got a 2-wide battle in front, that'll reel us in. But we're like miles behind these guys. There you go, Falco. Get you a twofer. Get you a twofer. 16th, and the leader is pitting. So we've gotten our lap back. If Falco is fighting with the leader here. So looks like Lay is out in front of us with an extra pit stop, and he will be faster than us. Do we come down for a last set of softs? I think we do. While the coming's good, we're going to have to do it. 5 laps. Don't even add any gas. We're fine, I think, on the condition. 17 seconds, or do we turn him down on the engine? That is the question. 8 seconds gone and away. I think we'll do that. We'll do 8 seconds gone and away and turn down his engine to medium so we don't burn it up so much. This is sort of a shot in the dark here, but I want to push as much as we can out of this. So 16th, 17th is coming. Get up to speed. Yep, that's enough fuel. You can go. Go as hard as you can. Get past these guys. And that's what sucks. 4 stops, 4 stops. Everyone did like 4 stops and still came out more than us, which like breaks my brain in half, thinking we've lost that much time in the wet. That was just unforeseen for sure. But Falco with his fastest laps of this race, and he's struggling to stay in front of 18th, who has even more worn down soft tires. He is running as fast as he can, and he's getting passed by 18th. You have got to be kidding me. We're on better tires. We've ran the fastest lap of our race as much as we can. Jeez, that leader is gone. I don't believe we are going to make enough. I mean, these guys might have to pit again. I'm hoping they have to pit again. We're going as hard as we can here. All right, Falco, go low engine mode. Make sure you have enough, because you're not really going to do much of anything. In fact, conserve your tires too while you're at it. These guys are passing us like we're standing still. We do not have the engine. It doesn't seem to compete here. Yeah, we're getting blue flags, getting lapped. Final lap. Just push everything you got. Go ahead and take the excess fuel. What happened to you? Ran wide again. Well, way to go there, Falco. 230 miles an hour and you just run wide. I tell you what, let's set up this race and just absolutely forget it. 17th and 20th. That race was a complete disaster. I blame myself for sure, and now I know, because I've never seen, like, absolute wet conditions. I had no idea that wet tires for just that many laps would be enough to offset everything. Oh, gosh. I tell you, that was a race I do not want to remember, and that's going to hurt our points. I mean, look at these guys. 8 laps on wets. We tried to stretch the intermediates, and then we did, you know, an okay thing, but this is where we lost all of our time, right in the early race, because of that rain. Luckily, we didn't break any parts, although you can't penalize us from dead last, now can you? I mean, look at all these drive-through penalties they got. Oh, man. So Falco, 14th in the driver's standing, 9th in the constructors, tied for dead last. Shocking weekend. You're telling me. Shocking weekend indeed. Oh, man. Oh, that's deflating. I mean, we're building parts. I think we should be doing better, but then these strategy calls that I make, these mistakes that I make calling the race, you know, the rain throws me a huge curveball. And Falco's got a broken neck. Oh, aren't you cool? Well, Falco, guess who's sitting out next race? And Shen, this'll be your time to shine, girl. I mean, that's what it is. $1.3 million loss. We can only go a few more races on the budget that we currently have. Luckily, we're going to get some sponsorship dollars next time. So we're not going to be building any more parts. That is for sure. We've got 6 races to go. Only enough to pay for 3. Medium speed corners are crucial. Did we build up the suspension? Where is our suspension? Nope. Oh, we're going to get railed next week. I tell you. But, I mean, if the race is dry, we stand a chance. But the rain, that just absolute kills me. But that's going to do it for me in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you next week when we go to the Black Sea. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Motorsport Manager video. Take care.